Welcome to the Glowing Goddess. We are four women on a mission to positively impact, inspire, and ignite the collective consciousness with unique perspectives of empowering wisdom, divine guidance, and enlightening activation codes of truth. Tune in weekly for brand new episodes with a variety of epic content and tap into the magical offerings we have aligned for you. Thank you for being here. We are so grateful for your time and energy. Let's get glowing. Hello, welcome, beautiful souls. My name is Krista Lee. I am a mother of two, a founder of Soul School, a award-winning best-selling author, former singer-songwriter, and life coach who works with people to help awaken their infinite power and come forth in their divine purpose.
Hi, everybody. My name is Amanda Monier. I'm a healer and a coach specializing in multidimensional health and wellness. I work with frequency healing for the body, as well as bringing it down to earth with nutrition and fitness, and just helping people step into the body of their deepest desires and healing from within.
Amazing. Hi, gorgeous community. I'm Renee Marcoux, a brand strategist, money activating queen, and cosmic manifestation teacher. I lead visionary women and men into divine service and massive impact to soar into riches in their relationships, love, and business.
Hey, beautiful souls. I'm Eleni, and pretty much what I do is I help people believe in their limitless source more than the limiting program that has been placed upon them. I do this with my company, Cali Terrace, and helping people shatter blocks, and as an ambassador with iHeart Coaching Academy, helping people really find financial sovereignty and live a life that they love. I'm an author, a motivational speaker, and I'm recently shifting into the space of helping children recognize their brilliance, worth, and magnificence with the upcoming launch of my very first children's book and a divine empowering children program geared just for kids.
Amazing. I'm so excited to be here with all of you today. And thank you, amazing community, for all of your love and comments and every shares that you've been sharing here in the group with us. So we have an amazing topic to touch upon today. It's really going to talk to one of the questions that was inspired by one of our community members. So her question is, how can I find more money to pay for our fertility treatment effortlessly? So I'm going to hand this mic right over to Amanda because she literally can just go all in on this right now. So girl, will you take it away?
I love it. I love talking all things health, body, womb. It's just definitely, it's my jam because I've been on a deep healing journey for the last 9 years. And so one of the things that I have noticed a lot with a lot of women that I've helped in the healing space and with my own self, because I'm in my own process, is a lot of us have come to a place, and this is, I feel, kind of a societal thing, where we've normalized specific health issues, such as PCOS, cysts on our ovaries, irregular and painful menstrual cycles, infertility. And so what I always and by no means I'm not a physician, so I'm not giving medical advice, but because when we're talking about the body, but everything is always at a deeper energetic level. And so if we're having a symptom coming up in our physical body, it's always our body's attempt to get our attention. And so what happens when we have a lot of dense energy stored in our womb space, or we can refer to it as the sacral chakra, it can get clogged up. And this can, I mean, there's so many different ways I could go with this, but this can be from things such as, it can be ancestral, it can be density from past partners if we haven't done that detox work. Because when we are intimate with somebody, as women, when we have a male, and we receive a male into our body, we're actually taking in their energy. And so that means the memories of even their past partners, it can be so many different things. And then it gets stuck in our womb. And not only that, but we can just, all these other not inorganic things that can get hooked into our womb and that can siphon our creative power. And so it's just so important to do detox work for the womb and to do releasing work for the womb, because our womb is the most powerful portal in our bodies as women. It literally gives us the ability to birth and create. But when we have other things that are plugged into our womb, it can feel really sticky. We can get really disconnected from that space. And I was actually working with a client yesterday. We ended up, it was in session for a couple hours doing deep cleaning of the womb, and we were even communicating with her uterus, and there was just this numbness there that happens for a lot of women because there's a lot of different templates that can come through around us giving of our sex, or we feel like we get a little sprinkle of something and then we have to give our body and our sex. And there's just so many different things that can play into that. But what is step number one is doing some deep clean out and detox work, because our womb can be a space too where we unconsciously hold energy of other people. And so that would be number one. And then in addition to that, activating the potency and the magic of our womb. So I'm going to pass it. I could talk about this topic for hours, but I'm going to pass this off to, I'd love to hear from some of you other goddesses on even your healing journey or your thoughts around womb healing, because I feel like it's just one of the most important things we can do as a foundation of our healing as women.
It really is. And, I stumbled across it on my awakening journey. I had quit my job and I was on this journey of just discovering what my truth was and what my purpose was. And I was exploring different meditations, and I came across something called womb clearing. And, I know there are so many of us in our human experience that go through things like sexual assault and abuse and different things. And for me and my story, it really made sense that this should be something that I should look into doing. And I started doing some meditations, and I noticed feeling better. But, Amanda, I've done work with you. I've seen your posts and the different, the whole program you have, the Honey Womb program that you've launched out. It just really, it takes it to such a new level. Like here you are addressing something that I never really even thought about. Like I've thought about the partners and the energy that they bring, but really never really till this moment when you're saying it, never really thought about all that comes with, right? The people's journeys. But for me, it was taking the shame out of that part of my body, like this just shame. And I, without getting into too much detail, just I feel like that area of the body is not honored and celebrated. The wound, celebrating, like you said, literally we create life. It is a portal, and just a space of. To me, when I would think about the wound, it felt like a dark space, right? But I'm realizing through listening to healers like Amanda in particular, that this is a golden, beautiful space. And when I think about it in my mind's eye, it shouldn't feel like this dark cave. It should feel like this oasis of golden beauty. It should feel like this just beautiful place of connection and entry and inspiration and divinity and goddess life. So just really, for me, it was just kind of shifting, and it's an ongoing thing for me. And I'm going to be in your Honey Womb project, course activation. I'm very excited to be there because I'm just touching on this magnificence. There's stuff I didn't even realize. It's just starting to take my energy from that place of this area of my life and my femininity being like a dark, like I said, cave, dark place, to just illuminating it. And I'm already feeling shifts and feeling more comfortable standing in feminine energy. I think a lot of us can relate with masculine, feminine energy balance and imbalances and what that looks like,
Yeah, for sure.
I love that, Eleni. Oh, go ahead, Renee.
You can go, Kristen.
I was just going to say, I know I can resonate with both what you're saying, so deeply. Like Eleni, this is also semi-new to me as well. And on the flip side of what you were saying, Amanda, I was one of those people that really struggled with a lot of the things that you mentioned. Like I know for me personally, my husband and I, we had a hard time conceiving. It took us 5 years. We had a couple of miscarriages. I was told by doctors that I wouldn't be able to have a baby. I had the precancerous cyst removed from my cervix, and just a bunch of stuff going on, lots of trauma from the past that I was carrying forth, and ancestral trauma as well. And it's really interesting because I know for me, even though I didn't know too much about the specific topic and the power that we do carry within our womb as women,
I had gone on this trip to Vipassana. It was like a 10-day silent meditation retreat with my husband many moons ago. And that's actually where we conceived our son, which is really interesting because for 10 days, we had no communication whatsoever. We were just literally meditating for 12 hours every single day and went so deeply inward, like no cell phones, no journaling, no communication of any kind, just self within. And like so many experiences happened to me personally that I won't dive into now, but definitely like deep inner healing, and I can feel that power now that was just scratching the surface during that time for me. And at the end is when we conceived our little baby in the love patch. That's another story for another time, but it's magical because like I didn't really realize what I was doing, but I was clearing all this energy like so deep within. And then, you know, now we have these two beautiful children, and I really do believe in the power of the womb because I went there and I've seen it from the inside, and I saw the golden light that you're talking about, Eleni. And I had a beautiful shaman tell me last year that she saw this golden light emanating from my womb space. So it's true. Like the honey is there. Everything you're talking about is giving me spirit bumps right now, just thinking about it. There's so much power there. And it's sometimes tricky to like remove the programming that we've been told from all the years, you know, like going back like thousands of years about suppression and all these things. Because we carry all of that in our womb space. Like that's where we hold so much of our trauma. And once we do clear it and really work with it intentionally, miracles can absolutely happen. And I truly believe like there might be a day when you won't need that fertility clinic. You just might be one of those people, and you absolutely can be. I truly believe that because I am a living, breathing proof of that for sure. It's possible.
Yes, like literally everything that everyone is saying here, I'm just like nodding along, like, yes, I totally get it. And even, I didn't even know your own gorgeous stories about this too. Like you being so vulnerable and sharing that, Krista, like we all have this power within us. This isn't just like, not any four of us are like more special than the next person. Like we all have this ability to tap in and heal our bodies and do that deep inner work. And like, you know, there's certain things like I have trauma of my past. I honestly, at this point, who doesn't, right? It's like there's some type of story that we've adopted throughout our lifetime that made us believe that, you know, things have to look a certain way, or things have to be a struggle, or God forbid things are easy for me, my siblings are gonna like dislike me, like, right? All these stories we create, and those are things that get stuck and stored inside the womb. And for my own testimonial with Amanda and her program, like literally this is her language, and I give her so much props. Like for real, she's completely opened my mind and my heart to healing the womb space. She and I have been working together on that for myself for a couple of sessions now, or a couple months at this point, I think. And just being so willing and feeling so safe in her sacred space to really help me transform things like that. I'm not at the point right now at this recording where I'm trying to be pregnant or anything like that, but I was able to go into what I was holding on to as past relationships and trauma, and the certain men that I had called into my vibrational space that were still holding on to parts of me, and I was still storing this energy there. And she was able to like really just scoop that out for me. And since then, I mean, literally miracles have been happening. I'm creating so much more in my business. I've attracted my Earth King. Like I'm in such a great, positive and gorgeous space because of doing the womb healing. And it's literally so amazing. Like, right, if you're a man watching, right, as well, of course, the men are everyone's invited here in this space. But even like connecting into your own solar plexus, right? Is that, or the sacral chakra? Is it the sacral chakra more tied into the womb? Yeah. Okay. So in the sacral, like even for men, like when you're creating, you know, something that you're bringing to the world, right? Like looking into that for your own self, where are you tying in your energetic creations too? Are you like, you know, still creating from a past relationship that literally made you feel like crap, or like are you freed from all of that too? And you know, I think it's really cool how this conversation went in this episode today, because it's not that we're saying you have to do what we're suggesting. We're just offering another perspective for you and letting you know that other people have experienced miracles by doing deep inner work. And it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to take months. That's the coolest part about it. I'm like, I went into session with Amanda one time and I've already saw a shift overnight, like in that moment. It is not anything that, like before I even, when it's my time, right, to become a mom one day, like birth my own human child, I'm going to look into this type of work. I'm going to go here and do all the clearings within me first before I put my trust into somebody else who's going to tell me what it's going to look like. So that's just what I'm claiming for myself. And I offer that to anybody who's really, going through the process. And listen, like I have lots of family members, plenty of clients who have gone through and know plenty of friends who have gone into going through fertility treatments, right? And then they go through it, they have the beautiful baby, and then within a couple months, they're birthing their own baby. They don't need the fertility treatment after all. And what a blessing is that, right? But you have to know that there's some type of release and surrender that takes place when you can really own and claim it for yourself. And so I hope that this has like really resonated with anybody who is really, in this space and creating. It doesn't matter if you're creating a baby right now, if you're creating a new purpose for your career, if you're creating more wealth for your family, whatever it is, like really allowing yourself all these gifts and the honey womb. I'll let you tell more about it, Amanda, but oh my gosh, like it's literally life-changing.
Oh, well, my heart's so full right now. You all are just so sweet in your kind words about the healing work, and it's just such an honor. And I love these types of conversations. And I know each of you, I think at one point mentioned the word shame, and I feel like that is oftentimes why we don't have these conversations. Like I'm going to be sharing a bit more about my story and some of like the sexual things that have come through in my life that I've been guided to go really deep within. And even an instance where I felt like I had knives in my womb. I was in bed for a week. And these things are very real, and it's like the shame of these things, it creates to where we stuff it further, right? And we, I've shamed the shame before, and we just simply don't have to do that in whatever way feels safe for you. If you are someone who has had really traumatic experiences, maybe even just having this awareness that the shame can feel very real, but it's about getting that out of your body so that the divine intelligence of your body can do what it knows to do and heal. So yeah, I would love to invite anybody who feels resonant with doing some womb healing work with us. We actually start on February 9th. And I'm just so excited. Like God has been breaking me down, and in preparation for this too, I've been was doing some womb healing work last night, and I'm already seeing like massive shifts. So just the codes that I'm going to be able to really just transmit through. I'm just honored and grateful. Doesn't always feel so great when we're in it, but I'm like, I get it. Like I understand it. So, and yeah, everybody in this community, I'll put a special little code in there for you if this does align, or you can feel free to reach out to me, but I'll drop the link if you want to dive in, if this is pinging in your system and you want to take a look more in there. I would love to have you, and it's called the Golden Honey Womb Healing Series. So yeah.
So excited. I'll be there too. Yay.
I'll be there too.
Other goddesses are going to be there.
Goddess party.
Come and join us, goddesses.
Love to have you.
Amazing.
Wrap this up with a couple quick tips for our viewers.
Yeah.
That's
Quick tips. Yeah.
all right, Amanda, what you got?
So in honor of this conversation, this is actually something that came through. Well, I've done this before, but I was doing this with the client yesterday. And since we're talking about the womb, if you are someone who is having these sort of symptoms, or maybe you haven't even ever connected with your womb, I just invite you to lie down and connect in with God, source, universe, whatever word you use. And if you have any support that you connect in with, and just placing your hands on your womb and just really infusing love into your womb, because that numbness, right, is oftentimes, that closure, right? And the womb is just this portal that wants to open for you, and in whatever way does feel safe for you. But at the minimum, you can place your hands on your womb and just sending in love, and just intentioning that pure love of source and that healing energy is being infused into your womb. and just dissolving any low vibrational energies, anything that's not serving you, and just connecting with your body in that way, because we're just not taught these things. So when we know, then we can start to develop. It's a relationship, right? We're in relationship with everything. So just having that relationship with your body and even things like that, it can start to develop that connection to where you're working with your body, not against it. So that would be my suggestion and tip.
Beautiful. Next tip. I'm going to jump in next with my tip, and that is for your hair. It's a product I absolutely love. It's called Hair Food, and it is manuka and honey. It's sulfate free, paraben free, dye free, because all of those things are terrible for you. They show up in your blood and they dry out your hair. But I absolutely love this product. I will put a link in it. You just need a tiny bit of this serum, and it really gives shine and it repairs. Anyone who has dead ends or uses heat, it's great before you use heat. But it is one of my favorite all natural hair products on the market, Hair Food. My tip is use it. Smells amazing. You don't need a teeny bit. One bottle lasts me like months. Yeah.
That is awesome. So awesome. Thank you for these tips, ladies. So juicy. My tip this week is colloidal silver. So if you haven't heard of it before, it's literally like silver and water, and you can use it topically or you can ingest it. I like to take sprays of this every day, as well as you can use it on cuts and abrasions and like healing for the skin. But it's so amazing. It's like ancient. It's been around for years, and it's beautiful for boosting immunity and detoxifying. And literally what happens is like the toxins bind to the silver, that like super teeny tiny particles of silver in the water, and then get flushed out of the system. It's magical. I highly recommend it. I'll link it in the notes, and then you can check it out. It's so good.
Amazing. That's all sounds absolutely amazing, everyone. My quick tip for today is going to be for anybody who is going through it. It's going to be a mindfulness tip, and just literally saying some affirmations in the mirror that support you and your womb healing, that support you and your creative vision of where you are going and what you really want to embody now in your reality right now. So, and also too, like when you start doing that and that becomes more of your language, more of the way that you're sharing about yourself and the way that you're showing up in the world, you also will start to notice where you used to agree with people who maybe always kind of pull you into, yeah, you must need a fertility treatment kind of a mindset, right? And you can start to be mindful and say, wow, well, I've grown from that. Like I'm doing my deep inner work, right? And I know that I'm actually creating a new reality for me. So just really embodying your affirmation statements. I literally have mine like all around my house. I have a couple at my desk, couple in my mirror. I love to watch myself in the mirror while doing it. I really feel like I'm embodying this new reality as I do so. I'm really feeling into it. So that's a little mindset tip for today.
Love. So great. And then I think this week, ladies, for our offers, are we going to do some surprise ones and link them in the show notes afterwards?
Surprise offers. Let's do that. Yes.
So fun. I love that. Something new. You never know what you're gonna get on the Glowing Goddess. This is so wonderful.
Exactly. I love it.
Always divinely inspired and off the cuff. And once again, as always, if you haven't already joined us in the Facebook group, please do. We love our community so much there. You can find us on Facebook at The Glowing Goddess, where we post all kinds of links and offers and great tips and juicy things. And as well, take your questions. We love answering your questions. So please do continue to submit those. They're so next level amazing. And it really gives us an opportunity to connect with you and serve you in the best way that we can.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for joining us today on this episode, and be sure to tune in for the next episode of The Glowing Goddess. We will see you then, and have a beautiful rest of your day.